7 signs a man is using you. Sign number 1. He treats you like he is doing you a favor. When a man is using you, he will always make you feel as though you should consider yourself lucky to have him. If a man is in a relationship with you, he must show that he values you. But a man should never make you feel as though you are lucky just because he is in your life. And so he feels like he can treat you poorly and you will always come begging. If you are with a man who always treats you as though he is doing you a favor, then you are definitely with the wrong man. What I mean is that sometimes certain men make it feel as though you are the one forcing them to be in a relationship with you. It's almost as though you have to beg them for their affection or for them to stay with you. They make you feel as though without them, your life will be of no use. But let me tell you something. There is nobody you cannot do without. And there is nobody who cannot do without you. A man should never make you feel as though he is helping you out by being in a relationship with you. This is not how a man who truly cares for you behaves. You need to understand that as a woman, you also have a worth, and no man should ever make you feel as though they are with you out of pity. If they don't see your value, they should not be around you. Someone else will value you better. Never hold on to someone you should let go of. It isn't worth it. You don't have to settle for anything less than what you deserve. You have so much to offer to the world and to the right man. You are not his option or his convenience. If he can't see that, then he doesn't deserve you. Sign number 2. Keeps threatening to leave. A man who often keeps threatening to leave without any reasonable course will eventually leave. It's just a matter of time. This could also be a tactic of manipulating you. By making you beg and plead for him to stay, it feeds his ego and makes him try to test you to see if you still feed his ego. If someone constantly keeps threatening to leave you for no obvious reasons, maybe it might be time to do him a favor. Show him the door. A person who is designed to stay with you will stay with you if they want to. If he has been used to you begging and pleading for him not to leave, maybe next time, just grab yourself a cup of coffee and let him leave. Sometimes the best way to stop manipulation is by not constantly feeding it. If he's been used to you always begging and pleading for him to stay, he will continue to do so. It's time for you to gather up your ego and learn to show people the door. When he realizes he is about to lose something valuable, he will come back. Sign number 3. He embarrasses you in front of others. There is no true gentleman on the planet who will choose to embarrass you in public. If a man cannot respect your reputation in public, then it means he is not qualified to be called your partner. Whenever you find a man who often chooses to air out your dirty laundry in public, it means he has no regard for you or your reputation. Real men respect their women's reputations just as they respect theirs. If they see you behaving inappropriately in public, they will choose to speak to you at home or call you in a private space and correct you gracefully. Even if you did something wrong in public, he will never raise his voice at you in the sight of others. An arrogant man, however, will choose to exercise his authority in public, to show others that he is in charge. We see a very good quality of a gentleman in the book of Matthew chapter 1. Joseph, the husband of Mary, found out his wife was pregnant. Unlike other men who would have made her a public disgrace, Joseph chose to put her away privately. In fact, the Bible says Joseph, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, sought to put her away privately. This is the way a real man should act when something is amiss. Instead of embarrassing you before the whole world, he chooses to cover your mistakes. He protects your image in public, but corrects you in private. Sign number 4. Ashamed of you. Whoever you are going to settle down with must be proud of you. But if you notice that your other significant half is always ashamed of presenting you to others, then it means they are ashamed of you. And this is a massive red flag. If the person you're with is constantly making you feel small or insignificant in public, it's a clear sign that they don't value you the way you deserve. If during a gathering he is often seen to be sending you away or asking you not to walk with him in public, it means he is ashamed of you. And if a man is ashamed of you, then he doesn't deserve to be with you. Or if he keeps telling you that you don't look as beautiful as before, or you have added weight, or he is constantly saying things that affects your self-esteem, that means he is ashamed of you. Being with someone who is embarrassed by you not only diminishes your self-worth, but it also shows their true character. A person who truly loves and respects you will never make you feel like you're not good enough. They'll be proud to have you in their life, and they won't hesitate to show you off to the world. Sign number 5. Not willing to listen to your values. When it comes to relationships, we all have our own set of values that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Whether it's our faith, our principles, or the things we strongly believe in, these values shape who we are. But when someone you're with isn't willing to listen to your values, it feels like they're not truly listening to you as a person. For instance, if you tell them you're about to apply for a job, but they don't care or are less concerned, it shows they don't care about what matters to you. It's as if they're only interested in their own desires and opinions, disregarding yours in the process. And that's not what a healthy relationship is supposed to be about. You deserve to be with someone who respects and accepts your values, even if they don't necessarily align with their own. It's not about forcing someone to change their beliefs, but rather creating a space where both parties can coexist and support each other, despite their differences. So, if you find yourself in a situation where your values are being dismissed or ignored, it might be time to ask yourself some tough questions. Are you willing to compromise on what you hold dear? Can you imagine a future where your partner doesn't share your core values? These questions aren't easy, but they're important to consider if you want a relationship built on mutual understanding and respect. Sign number 6. He doesn't listen to your opinions. In a healthy relationship, one important quality to look for in a partner is the ability to listen. We all know that men are not mind readers, but a good listener understands that he doesn't have all the answers. He respects and values your opinions, recognizing that as a woman, you bring unique perspectives and valuable advice to the table. However, if you find yourself with a man who is too wrapped up in his own ego to hear you out, it can pose challenges for your marriage. Imagine that you're excited to share your thoughts and ideas with your partner, hoping for a productive discussion. But every time you open your mouth, you're met with dismissiveness. It's frustrating, isn't it? Being constantly shut down, no matter how insightful or well-intentioned your contributions may be, can leave you feeling unheard and unimportant. It's essential to have open lines of communication where both partners listen and value each other's input. After all, isn't the whole point of being in a relationship to grow together, to learn from one another, and to support each other's personal and collective growth? When a man consistently disregards your opinions, it's time to pause and reflect on the situation. Sign number 7. Wrong priority. Misplaced priorities can be a real deal-breaker when it comes to finding a life partner. Picture this. You're ready to settle down, build a future together, and start a family. But you need someone who's got their priorities straight, someone who knows what they want in life. It's like searching for the perfect pair of shoes. You want something that fits just right, not one that's going to give you blisters. Imagine instead of engaging in meaningful conversations about your shared dreams and how you can create a loving and supportive family, your potential partner is more interested in spending hours playing video games or chasing elusive jackpots on gambling websites. Let's face it, you're not looking for a boy who gets lost in the virtual world or gets a thrill from taking unnecessary risks. You're searching for a man who's ready to step up and be the partner you deserve. Someone who understands that life is about more than just fleeting pleasures and knows how to prioritize what truly matters. Think about it. A future with a man who spends his time and energy on trivial pursuits won't bring you the stability and support you need. It's like trying to build a house with a foundation made of Jenga blocks. It's only a matter of time before everything comes crashing down. So, ladies, don't settle for someone who's still stuck in boyhood. Hold out for a man who's ready to take on the responsibilities and joys of a committed relationship. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you love our videos, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.